Ayala Avenue, Makati City. It's mainly covered by Barangay San Lorenzo in the 1st District of Makati. Has an estimated population of 11,000 and having a land area of about 2 square kilometers. The Makati Central Business District is one of the most vibrant commercial regions in Southeast Asia, where most financial resources converge. That's why Ayala Avenue is dubbed as the Wall Street of the Philippines. Despite the seemingly blunt atmosphere of the people in Ayala towards religion, we believe they still need Jesus. Our vision is to establish a center for postmodern studies and Christian outreach along Ayala. Our mission is to make Christ real and relevant to postmodern people living and working in this bustling area. Planting a church in the heart of the city is in line with the mission to the cities of the General Conference through South Asia Pacific Division. People in major cities, though busy, still find time for soul searching and inner satisfaction. Apparently, they're just looking for the right venue to connect and have their spiritual longing filled. There are benefits of having a city church, despite the inescapable challenges in urban ministry, because there are solutions that are working and methods that are proven effective. Welcome to Church in Action, or simply called CIA.
Well, the Lord just inspired me to go to Rome, and I believe the Rome of the Philippines is here in Ayala. It's the CBD. You can see here all the centers in banking, in business, in BPO, and you can even see here residences. People are now flocking here more than before. People here are truly blessed. Marriage are saved, okay, and people are being revived, and relationships are being restored. And even in finances, not just in marriage, not just at home, meaning things are improving here dramatically, tremendously, impressively. So I thank God for CIA.
This is the Church in Action aspiring to be an urban mission at its best. Originally known as Project Church In Ayala, this ambitious effort has finally broke in and established permanent and growing Adventist presence in the perimeter of Ayala. CIA is now an organized company church committed to being a full-fledged SA church by the year 2016.
It actually started out as a small group consisting of 6 people, and we were meeting there in Coffee Bean, Greenbelt 3. And then we moved to Coffee Bean here in Converges along Ayala near Makati Med. And we grew up so much to the point that the venue itself couldn't handle us anymore because of our sheer size, like more than 15 people already.
Now many wealthy and middle class residing in high-risk condominiums and working in top corporations have distinct access to the gospel through CIA. That's why we search where they itch to make Jesus relevant. CIA is repeatable. You can duplicate CIA in your own city center. Phase 1 is the target city. In our case, it's Ayala Avenue, Makati City. For more than a century of SA existence in the Philippines, there was no solid and sustainable presence of our denomination in the city center. Phase 2 is the core team. Our devoted team composes of pastors and members alike. We strive to conquer the challenges that Ayala possess. Phase 3 is to share the mission. Although there are many ways of achieving this, we focus instead on making disciples by leverage. Inspiring first the core team that it's truly feasible to bring a more intentional life and hope to Ayala. Phase 4 is to train your core team. We're continually doing this through workshops and rehearsals, perfecting our craft for high efficiency. Phase 5 is to begin meeting at a cafe. We started off with a coffee bean along Ayala at least once a week. Phase 6 is to move to a more strategic venue. To us, it was Avida Towers Clubhouse in Makati West, about 200 meters away from Ayala Avenue. We had meetings there every Wednesday night, 7 to 9 in the evening, and invited the residents of Avida since we're just a few steps away. Likewise, attract people within the vicinity. Phase 7 is to transfer to a bigger venue to our growing number of members and guests. And what best fits our requirements at the moment is the Tierra Oriental Hotel, just a stone throw away from Ayala Avenue. This time, we also meet on Saturdays from 4 to 6 p.m. on top of Wednesday's fellowship and live coaching. Our guests then get to taste the blessings of the Sabbath. Last is the center of influence, and our catch basin is the Longevity Cafe, a healthy and wholesome alternative to coffee shops and booze it sites around.
It helped me reach new heights and new opportunities.
It cares for the family.
But this is the best. It changed my whole life. Not just me, but the whole family as well.
Now is the program proper in sequential order. First is the setting. Believe me, there's no space for mediocrity here. Each aspect from technical to manual, whether that concerns music or coaching, should be done with utmost planning and execution. Be in your venue at least 2 hours in advance and be deliberate with your purpose. Ushering. Be jolly and creative. Each person welcoming your guests must see to it that whoever comes in will truly feel at home, an impression that's non-threatening or they're accustomed with. Relax and be genuine. Again, enjoy what you're doing because people will feel it as well. Of course, it won't be complete without food. It doesn't have to be grand. A simple sandwich with pasta can do with a choice of hot or cold drinks. Anyway, the vital part is the serving. Food serving with a smile. Have a first-class service to make your place as cozy and friendly as possible. Next is the hosting. Your MCs should be at their best every gathering, look their best, and talk at their maximum level. Sharing. This is definitely indispensable. By letting your guests share their thoughts on the venue and the event itself, you'll get to know what they're interested in and minister to them better. Also, listening calls for acceptance and eventually belongingness. Make your guests feel that they are VIP. Then we have praising. Form your talented and dedicated praise team. If you have professional soloists and musicians, then that's better. But if not, invest in training and exposing them for optimum praising. Use contemporary music or at least play familiar beat or music that your guests can relate to. Coaching. Live coaching is entirely different from traditional preaching. It's more intentional, personal, progressive, and need-based. Topics are relative to the interest of your guests, so always be mindful of them. Praying. Addressing their heartfelt concern in an intimate fashion. Encourage them to fill up a prayer slip beforehand. This way, they can voice out their gratitude and petition within the past few days. Inviting. Be simple, logical, and practical in your attempt to have your guests come back. Let them know that CIA is for them and that their feedback is fundamental in improvement and development. And finally, committing. Make your regular attendants decide for themselves to dedicating and delivering to urban ministry, and ultimately through baptism. Every committed person is a witness to the awesome power of God channeled through His church. Each soul is a cause for celebration that's definitely rewarding. Every touch, every word, and every smile can indeed make a dramatic yet pragmatic difference if given for the glory of God.
It amazes me also how positive na I can be knowing na there's a little group like this na parang nagtutulungan just to spread the word. I'm happy and I don't know, there's inner peace in me na I want to share with you guys. So it's one of the best feelings that I've had in my life. So I want to really, really thank you for that, and God bless you all.
By mimicking Christ's method alone, mingling with people and ministering to their needs out of compassion, we have at least 5 baptisms of the elite every year. And CIA never ceases to prepare people for eternity. Duplicate CIA within city centers. Yes, you don't have to hit and miss on this venture. We've done it already and we can surely help you.
But the good news is, it's no longer a project. Now, it's a reality. So, come on and join us here.
With the sustained support and leadership of NPUC and CLC administration, CIA family is getting wider and stronger, impacting lives that last. Having the slogan, making things possible, establishing CIA in your target city is also possible. Now is the time to tell our community that we're not cold and detached. Now is the time to tell the person right next to you that you really mind and care like Jesus.